Hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I absolutely love Sagittarius energy. Just as a quick little aside, my partner is a Sagittarian, so I have a definite bias towards you guys, so don't tell anybody else. But also, when I opened your reading, I just noticed that this beautiful little ray of light was shining through my little willow light carving there, and just feel like that's a special little sign for your reading today. So I'm really excited to see what comes through. We're going to use two different tarot decks today. So we'll be using this Journey of the Sacred Bee tarot to start out with, and we'll pull about 5 cards from this tarot. I'm just going to shuffle with your energy as you're viewing here. Just think about the person that you're inquiring about here today. Get some messages about love. You don't have to have a person in mind. If you're single and looking, this can definitely still apply. Or if you have a few different people in mind, you might notice more than one energy coming through for you today as a message. 10 of Swords. I feel like you guys have gone through an ending recently. Maybe that's kind of coming up in your energy. Oh wow, 10 of Wands. Yeah, definitely 10-10. It's been some major ending, and it doesn't even have to be recent. Sometimes we can have something that happened even, 10 years ago, as a message I'm getting for some people, that can still be in your energy. So the Chariot, beautiful, but I'm getting a really strong message here that this won't be holding you back for long. If it's affecting you currently, yeah, 9 of Cups, happiness. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful message here of wish fulfillment, of kind of that ultimate prayer being answered in, the way that you hoped. So, kind of a tough way to start the reading. Maybe you've really gone through some tough energies either recently or in your past, and they're still kind of in your energy fields, right? And clearly this is a love reading, and so these are energies that might be impacting you in some way or another. We'll look into that a little bit more as we get further into the reading. But with the Chariot, this major arcana, this very successful moving forward with a lot of positive, power and vigor and excitement and success, very visible success. I don't think that this is going to be holding you back for long. Getting this wish fulfillment very quickly. Beautiful. 8 of Wands is that really swift, fast moving energy in the deck, and you can see here with the honey, it's a very sweet energy in this context of love. So beautiful. And then this Strength card, I'm feeling it's almost like this little bonus card, and I actually kind of want to place it like over this, because I feel like this difficult stuff that you've been through, whatever that is, you're so incredibly strong, one, to have gotten through this, and also because you've gotten through this, right? It's created this strength within you that, getting this message with these poppies here, you don't sleep through life, right? You don't turn a blind eye to the beautiful things around you. That you're here for it. Like, you taste the honey of life as you go through experiences that other people might take it for granted, right? But you don't, because you've really been through a lot here. So okay, we'll get get some more messages here. The second row of tarot cards, I use partially as clarifiers for this first row here, because this deck, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, can be just really, really clear messages. Be a very clear deck to read from, but also we'll take its, this row's message as a message in its own right. So it'll make more sense as the cards come out. But love abounds, beautiful. So that's the Ace of Cups card in this deck. The cards are color coded essentially, and so green is the color of the cups. Getting the bottom card here. Beautiful. The Emperor card, lead, and yeah, okay. And getting a message to see what's on the bottom here, 9. So that is the Hermit, the Seek card in this deck. Oh, okay, I'm going to flip these cards and then I need to actually plug in my laptop really quick, so I will be right back. Okay, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, so really interesting. I, like many other tarot readers here on YouTube, definitely believe that anything that happens in a reading has a meaning. And so just with that, like plugging in my laptop, normally I always have it plugged in, but I did happen to sit on the couch with it last night and work on some homework, and forget to plug it back in when I moved it in here to do these recordings this morning. So yeah, really interesting. I almost am feeling like that might relate to this Seek card here, because with this energy here, I feel like there's kind of almost this plugging into the earth, right? So, and these two blue, whenever I see two birds, especially if they're this blue color, there's a few other cards in other decks that have like two blue birds flying in some way. There's actually a tarot card from the, oh, what is it? It's the Ask the Witch tarot, where there's a card where she has she has a tattoo of two blue birds on her thigh. And it always gives me this really strong message that spirit is flying with you, right? It's almost like you're one of these birds, and your spirit guide, your spirit angel is flying in perfect synchronicity, perfect harmony with you. And so I feel like this is a message directly from your spirit guide here, with that also plugging in notification that popped up as I was doing, just after I pulled this card, right? That you might be just getting a really strong message to, recharge, get out into nature, maybe even do exactly this, right? Find a peaceful spot, weather appropriate if it's safe to do that in your area, temperature wise and everything. But, see if you can find a spot where you can just sit, listen to the birds, listen to the wind, blow through the leaves, and really allow that energy that comes to us, from Mother Gaia herself, right? From the center of the earth, to recharge you, to seep into your entire body and restore, every cell in your body. Just imagine like your roots going down into the earth, and that beautiful, nourishing, caring light of, our Mother Earth, like coming up into your body and spreading throughout every single cell, and restoring it back to, full health and life and vigor, and being connected spiritually, with your guides, with your leading angels here. Okay, so definitely a strong message there for someone. I know this is a love reading, but everything's related, right? Like there's this beautiful green color in this card here, so I feel like it ties in really strongly to, if there are any issues that have been going on in your love life, or just even in your ability to feel that or have that love in your life, whether that's in an intimate partnership, seeking an intimate partnership, maybe on the internet, because I said that, or even in a friend group, like however you have or are seeking love in your life. I feel like being really recharged and rejuvenated, in touch with yourself. One, it's going to make you more present to that love and be able to receive that in a more nourishing way to yourself. But also, it's going to make you more attractive, right? It's going to make your energy and your vibration raise to that level of being and attracting love, okay? So it's a really strong message coming through for that portion of the cards there. But let's see what else we've got. So we've got this beautiful Ace of Cups, our Emperor card here, which we will talk about shortly. This is the Eight of Cups. In this deck, it's the Moving On card, and then we've got dedicated effort, so double eights here. This is the Eight of Pentacles, so 8 might be a signifier for somebody. And then we've got this Magician card, really powerful manifestation energy. That is the Major Arcana number 1. And then we've got this Five of Pentacles, Feeling Alone card, okay? So I'm getting with the colors that these 3 cards kind of go together and these 3 cards kind of go together. So I'm a little bit out of room on my table here. I might go ahead and just scooch this guy over a little bit so that we can see these cards a little bit too. And I apologize, we probably won't be able to get quite all of them on here. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to reposition a few things. Okay, hopefully this looks a little bit better and you can see all the cards here a little more. So apologize for that little pause, but just wanted to make sure that it looked okay on the screen for you all. So, okay. Let's get back to the message here. So I'm seeing really strongly that these 3 cards are clarifying kind of this situation that we touched on briefly with our Ace of Cups, our Emperor, and our Moving On. I feel like you had to kind of, the Emperor is this strong, leader figure that, in this picture has this scroll in his hands and, non-gender specific. So take this as it resonates for you. But I feel like this is, the energy that you were embodying at this time, when this was going on, or maybe this is the energy that you're stepping into, right now, since we've got this Ace of Cups kind of signifying this new beginning, a new time of moving into greater, like, essentially love in your life. Like, that's the message that's coming through. And so I feel like you had to, or you are stepping into this role where you hold all of this knowledge. There's this long scroll that probably if he unrolled, and just seeing in my mind, it rolled down, it hit the floor and bounced and just keep rolling and rolling, and it just almost endlessly just opens, and it's filled with all of this knowledge that you've gained from the life experiences that you've been through. And if that doesn't resonate for this current life, perhaps there's past life experiences that you've gone through where you've really been through the ringer, which is a expression in the US, which means that you've had a lot happen to you, a lot of really difficult situations, a lot of life lessons learned, a lot of endings, a lot of loss, maybe even experiences of oppression here, and ruin, right? So, maybe in past lives, you've lost everything, you've been oppressed, maybe you've experienced even things like slavery or genocide, and I'm getting this message that, you know, it it's caused your soul to, have almost this like library of reference material inside of you. You've got these two mirror images of this person here, and in one, he's all blued out, right? And it almost looks like a bit of a ghost in a way to me right now. And so I'm getting this message that, you carry this ancient knowledge with you, and you're carrying it forward into this life. And in this life, you're meant to be moving on from this difficult energy. You've gained the strength and the wisdom that you needed, and the leadership and the authority within your own self, and you're ready to move on. And I feel like this is what you're moving on to. So, this feeling alone card, I'm getting kind of almost this message that the energy is coming through like this, where it's almost like growing into the middle and blossoming into this happiness card and this chariot and this sweet, fast moving energy that you seek is the message that's coming through. So I feel like we're getting a message that this feeling alone card, it's reminding me a lot of the hermit energy, where you've got a kind of this, maybe you've done a lot of spiritual seeking. Maybe we see the moon peeking out from behind this mountain. Mountains can often symbolize, a lot of difficult things that we've had to go through in, this life or past. And this seeker is walking towards this house that has a light in the window, and for you, for this message here today, I'm getting the really strong message, especially with this water that you're crossing here, that this is, essentially wading into the emotional waters now, and going towards this lit, secure, happy future where, maybe inside there is a beautiful family, that you've always dreamt about, or that happy, secure home with your significant other, where you'll grow old and retire together and travel the world and, write a book, or, write poetry or sing songs, whatever it is that you kind of hold in that light inside of you. That light is attracting you forward to this beautiful, warm, secure future that's waiting for you, right? It's got 4 walls, it's got a roof, it's built, it has a strong foundation. It's in this beautiful setting with forests and mountains and water and everything you could hope for, and it's there, it's waiting for you. And I feel like you've moved on, you've gone on this long journey, lots of trials and tribulations, and you're walking towards this beautiful future here, right? You've traveled through the night, even you've followed the stars and the moon, right? So has a very destined feeling in that setting, in that card. And I feel like these 2 cards here, this dedicated effort and this manifest card, are very much reinforcing that message of, as you see this energy come out here, it's this kind of like blue, cold energy that I almost feel like relates to, this ancient knowledge, right? There's a lot of kind of synchronicities here between these 2 cards, where we've got this spiritual, incredibly powerful force that is, the magician, manifesting through this cold blue energy that's relating to this ancient wisdom that you've come into this lifetime with, and maybe even acquired some through this lifetime, and transforming this into this red, vibrant, vital life force, lifeblood energy that you can actually use and put into action in this lifetime, right? So these are the two major energies because there are major arcana along with the Chariot and this Hermit. I just realized that this Hermit is above the Five of Pentacles, so it's probably why that was giving me such a strong Hermit energy as well, but definitely reinforcing the message to each other. But the other thing I wanted to say about these two major arcana cards coming out and kind of speaking to each other is that we have a 4 and a 1 here, and those, to me, especially when they come out together, 1s and 4s are always very much angel numbers, and I think a lot of other tarot readers on YouTube you'll hear that message from, but definitely a nod that the angels are here. You know, that's a very strong spiritual message coming through, and I just saw some little movement out of the corner of my eye that very much reinforces that for me. So yeah, angels here with us. So all right, I just noticed too that we have 3 8s actually, so 8 8 8 8s might also be very much a strong message when you see double 8s or triple 8s. A nod from your angels that they are there with you, and that you know, if you ask for a sign, that may be how it comes through for you. All right, well, I am getting that is we should wrap it up. So yeah, I know we didn't talk too much directly about love, but I feel like the messages that came through were more about how you are moving in that direction, this, you know, check-in period. So please take the messages as they resonate. And, you know, if I just saw 2211. So yeah, definitely getting this strong message that not only is there love, but it's like destined, meant to be led love. And, you know, if you are struggling, I would definitely recommend taking the advice as we talked about in this Hermit card, you know, finding some time to meditate in nature. Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap up this reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me and lending your beautiful energy. I feel like we just went on a little trip. I feel like I just came out of a little bit of a trance. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that message that came through there. And if you liked this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Definitely helps to help my channel grow and bring more of these messages to you. I would love if you want to leave a comment down below. Would be my pleasure to read any of your comments. And also, if you would like to be notified of future messages as they come through, future videos as I post them, please go ahead and click on the little bell icon, which you will receive a notification anytime I post a new video. All right, thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.